A man paces a Minneapolis hotel hallway like grief can be outrun, telling officers his friend locked herself in the bathroom with his gun. He's sobbing, hyperventilating, and barely staying upright. That's the first picture detectives get. A performance of panic that sounds convincing until the details start arguing back. Because in cases like this, the hallway is only Act 1. The truth is always waiting on the bathroom floor. But before we get to the door, there's a detour that matters. Welcome back to the Criminal Minds.
I'm gonna be totally honest.
Just take your time, keep breathing, and you can just when you're ready, okay? You're not in a rush. I'm so sorry it happened. Were you gonna argue? Were you guys arguing or something?
No.
Did she say anything?
We're friends.
Okay.
She is a girlfriend of mine. Oh my God, I'm married, and she has been. Oh, my girlfriend on this just for like 2 years, and I'm a terrible person for that. And we went to a bar.
Today?
Yep.
Okay.
What's a bar? Camp? Does that make sense?
Camp bar?
Yep. And her boyfriend confronted me, he punched me.
Hours earlier, a bar camera caught a moment Ecker insisted on. A man believed to be Alex's boyfriend. Ecker moves in front of Alex. The boyfriend swings and lands a hit. That clip is clean. It supports his claim of a confrontation. It gives his story a spine, until you notice how much time he spends retelling the bar blow by blow and how little he offers about the thing that brought police to the apartment. A woman on a bathroom floor with a gunshot wound. The imbalance is its own alarm.
We came back here after that, like everything was fine.
Who's we, you and her?
Her and I.
Okay.
Everybody got, he got kicked out of the bar.
Okay.
And we stayed for about an hour maybe.
Okay.
God.
And then what happened?
Oh, he came back here.
Okay.
And I have a concealed carry license.
So that was yours?
Yeah. It was my gun. And my backpack.
It was in your backpack?
Yeah.
How did she get it?
She just grabbed it.
Did she make any threat before that she was gonna kill herself?
She just grabbed it and put it to her head.
Were you guys arguing or something?
No. When her and her boyfriend argued, I stepped in between them, and that's when he punched me, and we were fine for like an hour. I don't know what happened. Oh.
Do you know where her boyfriend's right now?
I don't know. I don't know. I think
Did he come here too or no?
No, he didn't come here.
Was it you or her?
He didn't come here. It was just me and her.
Okay.
He got kicked out of the bar. And we stayed for like 45 minutes to an hour. And then we left and we walked and we came here and she just grabbed me and then she went into the bathroom and locked the door. And
What was your backpack?
just on the couch. Oh my God.
So I'm sorry I'm kind of interjecting, and I know you've been talking to this officer, but she locked herself in the bathroom.
Yeah, she did.
How did you get into that?
I broke it. I just like slammed into the door after I heard the shot.
Okay.
I don't.
And then how long? It said that you waited a little bit to call police.
No, I looked at her. I ran back out and I couldn't find my phone. And I tried to find her.
What kind of phone is yours?
It's an Apple phone. Apple. I think 12, 11, whatever.
Okay. Do you know where it is in there?
It's maybe on the.
Is it the one with the black case?
It's a black case that says Night Eyes on the back.
Okay. Where was it?
Maybe on the Yeah.
Okay. And then, did you touch her at all or move her?
I did, yeah, absolutely.
Where was she?
She was laying where she was.
Okay, so how did you move her? Like, what did you do? I know it's...
I tried to hold the thing, I just, the hole in her head, and she was trying to breathe.
She was trying to breathe and you were trying to stop the breathing, or the blood? So how did you try to give first aid? I know it's...
I know. I'm an NP.
Okay.
I work in an emergency department. And I started taking a couple of just, like, chain stokes breathing.
Yeah.
Like, I understood that this was just done.
Mm-hmm.
She just, I tried what I could.
So, and I know that, and I just have to, because I have
Yeah,
a medical examiner.
I get it. Like, I tried to do what I could.
Okay.
And then I washed my hands. And
Then you washed your hands?
Correct. That's why I don't have anything.
And then you called the police?
Ecker says he tried to help her, says he washed blood off his hands, except his shirt is spotless. His jeans are clean, not a speck. And when detectives check the bathroom sink, the basin is bone dry, like no one has touched it for hours. That's the kind of clash you don't argue with. You just write it down, because the evidence is doing the talking. Officers don't confront him yet. They slow down, keep him talking, let him feel safe. The surest way to find the truth is to give a liar enough rope to tie himself to the wrong story. Then they find the clue that changes everything. Under Alex's body is part of the bathroom door lock. Not on the hinge, not on the jamb. Under her, if the door had been closed when a self-inflicted shot happened, the lock hardware wouldn't be beneath her. Detectives read it a different way. Someone kicked that door open, the shot followed, and where her body collapsed, it fell onto broken piece. Suddenly the room speaks. Forced entry, not privacy. Assault, not isolation. The hallway script is starting to come apart. So they bring him to the station and press on the timeline.
There. And again, it was fine. We walked in. I sat down on one side of the bar. She walked across, sat on the flip side of me, and her boyfriend was here and was there, like he was at the bar. And he had come up, started talking with her. Things got a little bit heated, and so I, knowing what had gone on earlier, got up and walked around and kind of stepped in between him, and he punched me. There was an altercation. I ended up falling to the floor. I think a bartender and one of the bouncers pulled him up and kicked him out of the bar. And he left, and that was the end of it. We sat for over an hour. I had a drink, and then walked home to her place. Given everything that had happened, I have a concealed carry permit, and I did have that on, not at the bar, but I had that on prior to when I got to her place initially. I had taken that off and I just put it in a backpack. I was just sitting on her couch, just to kind of seal it up that way. After all of this had happened, we went back to then her apartment, roughly 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. She went into my backpack, pulled out the gun, and cocked it, and held it to her head, and I started backing up towards the bathroom. And I asked her what she was doing. She said, "Don't come closer, just, if you come any closer, I'm gonna pull the trigger." And I was like, okay. And I don't know where this came from. It wasn't, I know there had been some issues with her boyfriend prior to this, but she seemed fine. You know, we were laughing on the way home. Everything was fine. And then I kind of, as she backed up towards her bathroom, I kind of followed her, and she then went in and shut the door and locked it. And I asked her what she was doing, and I heard the pop. And so, I tried to get in, and my recollection here is that the door was locked. And I laid a shoulder into it after I heard the pop, opened the door, and she was just... It was there on the floor. And honestly, it's ridiculous. I'm medical trained, I know what to do, but in that instance, I didn't know what to do. There's just a hole in her head, blood spewing out, and I didn't know what to do. I tried to hold it, I moved the gun, and then when I realized that, like, obviously there's nothing I can do at this point by myself, I got up and for some weird reason washed my hands, and then tried to find my phone. I couldn't find my phone, so I found her phone, and that was when I called 911.
Matthew, what were you wearing tonight?
When that incident happened, I was wearing this.
Okay. What were you wearing earlier in the night?
I had this and a pair of jeans on.
Pair of jeans?
Yeah.
Okay.
I examined that gun, and I've been to hundreds of suicides, okay? I examined that gun closely. The ME does an autopsy, which we will do today.
Mm-hmm.
They determine close contact, they determine far contact, all of that, okay? They can tell if it's a close contact, simple things like the recoil spring going off in the head, okay? Nothing is adding up there. And then like my partner says, you end up putting her hand back on the gun, which is not something that's normal.
No, I don't think anything that I did was normal. I don't know what normal is in that situation. I'm going to be honest with you.
Matthew, I'm just saying right now, I don't want to hear anymore that to dig yourself into something.
I'm not digging a hole.
You need to
That door was shut, and that gun went off when the door was shut. I don't know.
So just explain to us then, because you're a doctor, so explain to us how you are holding her head where there's a lot of blood, and then you place her hand on the gun, and then also the hand's gripping the gun, but there's no blood on her hand, and you touched her hand.
I don't know. Like I said, the gun went off. I went into the bathroom after I was able to open the door, and yeah, there was blood all over the floor. And I adjusted her head. I don't know. Like I said,
Gun's laying in the blood, right?
Gun
You grabbed it?
Gun was up here.
It is a blood pooling where the gun was?
No, it's about right here. So my recollection is that the gun was not in the blood. I grabbed the gun, I put it here. I moved her hand because I was looking.
Do you know what happens?
My brain did not comprehend what she had done. I can't, like I said.
Do you know what is on a handgun on every suicide that I've been to?
Okay.
Blood,
Mm-hmm.
brain matter.
Yeah.
I looked at that gun.
I don't know. That
There's nothing on the seat. There's nothing on the walls.
That door was shut. The door was shut when the gun went off. Was the door locked?
Explain to me what happened. If you got into a struggle and she took your gun, I just need to know. But I can tell you right now, every piece of evidence in there and everything that you've told so far.
Good cases are mosaics. Here, each tile fit. A self-horror with the door shut claim that clashes with a kicked-in lock. Wash my hands versus a dry sink. I try to help versus no blood transfer on clothes. In court, the state also highlighted context from the relationship, Alex's mental health and addiction struggles, and testimony that Ecker provided / prescribed drugs to her during that period. None of that excuses violence. It frames opportunity, control, and access. Stack the contradictions and the context, and the hallway performance looks less like grief and more like staging. A jury saw the same pattern and answered with a verdict. Jurors convicted Ecker of murder. The sentence, 30 years. On appeal, he argued the evidence was circumstantial and thin. A 3-judge panel disagreed, unanimously. Circumstantial isn't a synonym for weak. It's what most real cases are made of, and when the circumstances line up in one direction, juries follow. The appeals court said the record supported the verdict, and the hallway tears didn't outweigh the room. He's serving the time. When emotion and evidence collide, detectives default to physics and sequence. Does the body tell the same story as the witness? Do the surfaces agree? Are there signs of staging, like a dry sink after a claim of washing? Is there a mechanical clue, a broken lock under a body, that rewrites the scene? And when a narrator spends minutes on a bar scuffle and seconds on a death scene, that imbalance is not just suspicious, it's instructive. The room doesn't care who cries the loudest. The room tells the truth that survives the tears. In the hallway, grief is loud. In the bathroom, evidence is quiet. Which one do you believe? If you were the detective on this call, which detail would have made you pause first? The dry sink, the clean shirt, or the lock under her body? Drop your take below. I'll be in the comments reading. And don't forget to subscribe.